future. Rapping, we do it for the whole squad. We was down, but we came back. We lost it all, but we came right back. They can never hold us. They can never hold us.
Yeah. Shalom, shalom, shalom. What's happening? Peace to you all, nigga. Is be on. Hold on, man. Let me check something out. Let me check. Let me check. Make sure everything's straight, bro. Let me check. Let's check the audio. Audio fine. Mic check. My okay. We good then. We good. We good, y'all. We good. We good in the hood. What's happening? What's happening? Man, look here, man. Look, good evening, people. Before I get ready to get into my spiel, I know it was a minute, man. I know I'm running late, bro. But hell, Mama ran late before she got ready to whoop that ass, dog. Let them think about it. Because I come to think, bro, and I really see it and I really look that most of our people, man, lost in the sauce, nigga, and can't get off this motherfucking internet, because now that I look at the whole picture as I've been observing from this hip hop side, and I've been observing from the religious side, and what I get from the entertainment side, I get that, niggas showing their face, man. And then at the same time, it's in real life. See, this is what happens when you do anything for clout, bro. Because on one side, the ones that snitching, they also telling the law how they get off or how they find loophole in the game. But then at the same time, now you got Trump in the guy, boy. Now you got Trump in the house, bro. And you got Trump in the house, it's about to be some problem. Let me get this off real quick. Man, it's about to be some problem, bro. It's about to be some problem. You got Trump in the White House, right? So now you got street niggas airing their dirty laundry. And now since they airing their dirty laundry, everybody's there to see how they do things, how they move around. And now, a lot of people looking at people like, damn, these some foul ass niggas. And then when you look on the other side that's being accused, now it just seems like a nigga cracking under pressure, man. But that what happens, dog, when when you sweep the dust under the rug a little bit too much, it becomes a lump and it might be in your throat. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at it and I'm saying, what's the goal from all this is? At the same time, I'm seeing people work, but I also see God working. So I'm sitting back, see how he make people move and get themselves caught up in situations that, that never would have took place if it wasn't with what? The pride and the lust of that person. Pride is a mother, boy. I'm telling you. Whoever said pride was a good thing, they lied. So let's get to business, man. But take a little minute. And I'm looking one side cracking under pressure, one side Oh boy, one side facing some serious charges, some serious time. So let's get it right, man. So this is what I'm saying. There's no goal to it. And then when you get to religion, you talk about Islam, you talk about Israelites or Black Hebrews, whatever you want to call yourself, man. It's whatever, clever. So when you get to the so-called just anybody that's in religious cults, and y'all gonna find out that these religious cults, man, they ain't here to better the hood. It goes for your churches too. It goes for all you religious people. And you find that Christians these days are dumber than the ones that's falling behind entertainment. Because see, when people get exposed, at least people will speak up. You did. Hold on. Let me see. It might be old boy called. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We got a visitor. He's sitting over that shit. He gonna be quiet while I go ahead and go and whoop on these Moors a little bit. You know, man, this is gonna be real good, man. So y'all, let's just go and get to it. Let's get it. Y'all see up here. Let me go and do this. Let me go and put. Do it. Boom. Let's do it like this. Is that better? All right. All right. Well, I'm sounding like Project Pat. All right. But anyway, man, let's see. Am I on? But let's get to it, man. The UMAD dynasty, man. The UMAD dynasty. Now, we're gonna find out a little something about these guys. The UMADs or nomadic also constructed famous buildings such. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, let's get it. Constructed famous buildings such as the Dome of the Rock at Jerusalem and the Umayyad Mosque at Damascus. So it's telling you why they got that rock up there in Jerusalem. So let's go and finish this out. The Umayyads were the first dynasty to take over the Institute of the Caliphate, transforming it into an inheritable title. The first dinars was issued by the Umayyad Caliphate under the dynasties that followed. The use of dinar spread from Islamic Spain to Central Asia. Exactly. Forcing people to convert to Muslim, to Islam. Boy, it's so messed up. Boy, I can't pronounce it, but let's get to the next one, man. So these are the guys right here. Get it? Get it? Because they did work, the Moors did work with Nazis. Okay, let's just, okay. Okay, now here we have the box. You're going to find out about the box later on in this. It's a picture, it's faded out, but y'all see it. Y'all going to find out the religion ain't your religion. Because I wasn't going to put it out because I already got a first one to it. So we're going to have to blend in and make a part two, probably all in one. Let's move along. So this is the dome that I was talking about in Jerusalem, the one at Damascus. So let's move on. The Umayyad dynasty was established in 661 CE by the Muwa'a, who had served as governor who had served as the governor of Syria under the Rashidun Caliphate. My bad. After the death of the fourth Caliphate, a Khalifa, Allah, in the pre-Islamic period, the Umayyads were the prominent clan of the Meccan tribe of Quraysh, descended from Umayyah ibn Shams. See, niggas ain't gonna want to say that. They'll sit there, I'm gonna let you look at it. No, nigga, I'm gonna get out there and put myself out there. If I was looking up the information, I might as well read it to you right now. But let's get to it, man. Despite staunch opposition to the Islamic prophet Muhammad, the Umayyads embraced Islam before the latter's death in 632, and the latter meaning Muhammad. And we're going to get to Muhammad because I got something for you. Now, people want to know, was Africa Africa? Or what was the real name of Africa? And y'all finna find out why we talking about getting into it with the Moors and understanding Islam a little bit better. I'm gonna hit you off with this little nugget. Africa, spelled Ifriqiya, also known as Maragria al Adna, excuse me, was the medieval historical in today's Tunisia, Eastern Algeria, and Tripolitanian, try to say that, really roughly Western Libya. It was created in 703 CE when the Umayyads seized North Africa from the Byzantine Empire. We're going to find out more about that later on as I go on. The region includes all that had previously been the Byzantine province of Africa, the Proconsularius, and the extended beyond it. Africa became an integral part of the Umayyad Caliphate after this conquest in the 7th century, which facilitated the spread of Islam in North Africa. Boom. So as you see right there from the map that's right beside the words, and we're going to find out more and get a clear understanding. When you call yourself or more, you just calling yourself black. So when you say Muhammad, you talking about Muhammad because of black. But let's get it. And that's the same thing in 1988 that Jesse Jackson and, African scholar transformed us from being Negro, black, or colored, which they said was a baseless name, to African American. And we gonna find out we ain't really African. African is just the northern section of that country. So let me go and finish this on off, man. What was I? Oh yeah. The region was home to various Berber tribes who initially resisted Arab invasion, but eventually integrated into Islamic state structure. Boom. Like I said, went from India And when I show you the etymology of Moor, it's gonna really hit you because it got Asian Moor, it got Indian Moor, it got Europe. You'll get the picture. Well, we've been. Hey, look, I ain't black. I'm saying, but if I call myself a Moor, I ain't do. It's the same thing today. If I just call myself black or Negro, you get what I'm saying? So let's go. Yeah, man. I'm finna get in that ass, dog. I'm finna get in that ass. Good. Yeah, I'm live, bro. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm live. That's it? Okay, okay. But I want to go and finish putting my foot in that ass, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm live, man. I'm live right now. You know what I mean? I ain't on YouTube right now. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Yeah. So let's go and get it. The Anzingus, the Nzenagus, the Nzenagus, also known as the Sanhajas or the Sanhayas, are an important group of the Berber tribes that played a significant role, really, in them taking over Africa. A significant role in North Africa from the 10th century onwards. The term Nzengus refers to the Black African peoples below the Senegal River, as opposed to the Tawny Zinga Berbers above it. You understand what I'm laying down? Okay, good. So the Portuguese explorers called the people they encountered Moors. Let's say this again. The Portuguese explorers called the people they encountered Moors or Nzengus. So that was a name from them. So we finna get to the next one to break down the Nzengus. Nzengus is a term used to refer to Berber tribes in North Africa from the 10th century onward. So even if you call yourself a Moor, it's telling you the Nzengus is a term used to refer to what? Berber tribes. So if you do call because you're Nzengu or Moor / it's still the same thing, just a different word, still the same meaning. So then when it says the Nzengus is a term used to refer to the Berber tribes in North Africa from the 10th century onward. They live in the Western Maghreb, Central Maghreb, and African regions. Berber tribes, with some being sedentary and others nomadic. The term Nzengus was later translated into English as Negros. And we're going to read the Visigoth Spain real quick. We're going to give them a meaning of that. By the beginning of the 5th century, the Roman Empire was crumbling and Germanic peoples invaded in 409 AD. Alans, Suaves, and Vandals crossed the Pyrenees. So in the 16th century, the 16th century was a golden age for Spain when she was rich and ruled the great empire. Trade and commerce flourished and agriculture expanded. However, all did not go smooth. So when they mentioned the golden age in Arabia, even Spain benefited off that. Because it says the same thing, the golden age. So that was a teaching I did earlier last week, man. Like, and the information I got now ain't doing nothing but backing up the information I put out before. So let's get to the name Tawny. Let's get to this. The name Tawny has English origins. More. It is often given in reference to color tawny, which is a pale orange brown or yellow brown color. Color. You get, shades of color. Okay, we got people that's pale orange brown, like real light. We call them red. You got people that's somewhat my color, a yellow brown color, or a little lighter than me, but not a red bone, but caramel. We probably call them, right? Okay. So let's go and finish this off. The name may also be transferred use of surname Tony. Tony, which is derived from the Norman places, the Norman place names. So during that time, the Normans was there too. That's what I'm getting. Let me read this again. Make sure, man. Tawny, which is derived from Norman place names. So that was after the Normans. But, oh man, let's finish this up, man. I'm getting it now. Okay. The adjective tawny, and this is a description, comes from the Middle English and refers to the shade of brownish yellow, which is more brown than yellow. But then when you get at the top, you're more yellow than brown. And then when you get to that, you're more pale and orange brown. You see what I'm saying? Damn near white. And then, man, but let's get to it. Let's go. Yeah, let's get to the other now. I'm breaking down the adjective, tawny. And tawny, tan colored, later especially brown with a dark or dull yellowish orange. Mid tawny, which is spelled Tauni. Later 13th century as a surname from Anglo-French tonne. You know what I mean? Or like the brownish yellow or tan leather. Old French tante, and tonnet. Dark brown, tan. 12th century, modern French tenue. Past participle of tanner to tan hides from medieval Latin tannur, seen tan. Also a noun, a tawny color, a tan color. In colonial British English, sometimes brown-skinned person. And see, man, we breaking this down. It's getting better. My work is breaking it down. I'm just reading it. So it says in actual use, the word notes many shades of color, from pale ochre to swarthy brown, and distinctive qualifies the name of various animals. Like the lion is about the average tawny color. So when it comes down to it, it's just really down to a color. Now, this is where we get into it. So here it goes, it says, the Indian Moors were a grouping of people who existed in Sri Lanka during its colonial period. They were distinguished by their Muslim faith, whose origins trace back to British Raj. Indian Moors refer to the number of ethnic groups such as Memons and Bora and Kajar. During the colonial era, the Portuguese introduced the names Ceylon Moors or Indian Moors in South Asia and Sri Lanka. The Moors left a significant mark on medieval Europe, especially with their conquest in the Iberian Peninsula in 711 AD. So it's more referring to the Ceylon Moors and the Indian Moors and the South Asian Moors and the Sri Lanka Moors rather than the ones that'll be in Africa. But we'll go, I know, dun, and here go a picture of them right here. That's the picture of them. They came over as Indians, America. I'm just tripping, man. But man, I ain't got halfway to the stuff yet, man. Memons and Sri Lanka. I like to use a little Wikipedia, man. Little Cambridge, little Oxford, but as long as I get the correct meaning of things. Right. So the Kathari, or Kathawari Memons, the Kathawari Memons, a subgroup of Memons arrived in Ceylon. Which is Sri Lanka. That's all it is. Ceylon ain't nothing but Sri Lanka back then. From the Kathawari region of Gujarat, India, beginning in the 1870s, Sunni Hafani Muslims by origin. The Memons are entrepreneurs and traders. So let's get down to here. And you will see them in the picture right here. Traditional customs of the Memons of Sri Lanka. The Memons of Sri Lanka, like the Bororas, are a highly cultured community of Indian origin. They are Sunni Muslims following the Hafani school of Muslim law, who originated from Western India. Now, the religion, Indian Moors were predominantly followers of Islam. Hence, their cultural identity being defined, their religion, most Indian Moor groups follow Sunni Islam, with the exception of the Bororas, who are Shiites. And I just put this little information on this screen real quick so y'all can look up Indians from Sri Lanka, Memons from Sri Lanka. So you can see it's various groups. We were all lumped in together. We always been lumped in together. But people are trying to make you think that we never were. So let's move to the next one. So we're going to go to the Arab slave trade real quick, and then we're going to go to another article that I got that I should have did before I started getting into this, so you get a better understanding of what I'm breaking down, but we'll get to it. So right here we have the Arab slave trade began after Muslim and Arab and the Arab slave trade began after Muslim, Arab, and Swahili traders more in control of the Swahili. Are y'all getting it? Do y'all see? While I'm reading, y'all should be looking at that map right there. So the Swahili traders won control of Swahili coast and sea routes during the 9th century. Man, what is going on? Okay. And during the 9th century. The trans-Saharan slave trade established the antiquity, excuse me, continued during the Middle Ages. The Islamic slave trade occurred mostly Africa's eastern half of the continent closest to the Islamic countries of Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Yemen. The early Islamic trade include Africans and Turk, Eastern Europeans, and even a few Western Europeans. And you can go look that on the sovereign nations. It's at the link below. It's scripted below. It's scripted below, so you can see something going on. Let me see. Let me testing 1 2. Man, what the hell going on? Don't know about woman. They want to stop me from telling the truth.
Yeah, that's all it is. They be shut what you say. Hey man, I'm about to go to the college very quick.
Okay, man. Shit. Yeah, I got to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the library, man. Finish up some shit. Yeah, let me go. I'm gonna finish this up, man. We'll do it another time.
Okay, for sure, man. Hey, I'll be back 3 minutes.
All right, Bob. I'll see you, man. So,
keep it consistent.
Always. All right. So now y'all see the map. So now we're gonna move on, man, for time's sakes. In the eyes of the ancient Romans, Arabia Felix. Remember when I brought this up in my last teaching on Africa? Well, the last 2 teachers. Last week, you can go check it up. Check my background. Everything I'm saying now is only backing up with more evidence. In the eyes of ancient Romans, Arabia Felix, meaning lucky, Arabia was rich and exotic place at limits of Roman Empire. The incense and spices that grew in the south of the peninsula were certainly valuable commodities, but far from being at the edge of the world, late antique Arabia encompassing the modern. If you want more, see smarthistory.org. So that's the end of that. Now, let me see if I can pull up the other one, dog. Because I got another one too. We finna take this on out. We finna bring this down, y'all. We finna bring this down. Let's see. We finna bring this down. Y'all, I'm fumbling my mic. Don't know what to do. Let me stop, man. Let me see. Give me a minute, y'all. And I'm finna show you before well, in pre-Islamic times. I'm but then we're gonna add some more. Let me see. Oh, we ain't done, man. We ain't done. We is not done. Oh man, come on, dog. Not this. Y'all, I'm trying, dang, about to get to this thing. Trying to put my other slide in so y'all see what I already been had in play, bro. And you'll see why part of where Islam gets the little square box, the Kaaba. Go do a actual term and study on the Kaaba. then you'll find what the Kaaba really is. It's no more than an idol. Same way that people look at the cross. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Dang, I forgot it. Man, when I'm talking, man, when I'm talking, like the research started popping up in my head and it all started making sense. But Benita Applebone, you gotta put me on. Say Benita Applebone, you gotta put me on. Man, am I owning this thing, man? Let me see. Man, they don't want me to finish telling the truth, bro. They don't want me to finish telling the truth, man. Damn. Damn, man, I'm just telling the truth, trying to lift that veil from under my people's eyes with this bullshit, man, Islam. It is. But you know what? I'm gonna do more than talk about it. I'm gonna be about it. And man, I got another one, man. I want to share with the Indians on that one. But for right now, man, we on Islam ass. We on the Moors because the Moors ain't nothing but black. The Nzingas, the Nzingus. What? Black. Tawny people. That's it. Color. Broke it down to the third degree. Ain't no way you can deny them facts. We gonna put a couple of more facts in before y'all was Islamic. Show you was practicing what was that? You know what? Cause I ain't finna do it. I ain't finna do it. I'm not finna do it. I'm gonna do this one on. I'm gonna let you pronounce your own turn. I might pronounce it when I see it. Let's see. We having a problem. So if anybody that's more got a problem with me, man, Islam faith, don't get mad at me, get mad at history, dog. Oh, it ain't me, it's history. History. Yeah. But meantime, while it's loading in, see, this is why I say me an experimental of the United States, because calling myself a more would be the equal or will myself a Nzingu, still black. Or I could say I'm torn. Still represent very important pot that it was. So now we got you revelation in Mecca rapidly expanded across the Arabian Peninsula, then go globally, then globally through conquest and trade. Wow. So that's what it is. So yeah, partly, if you was Islam, you was most likely putting the same people as you color in slavery. So let's go to pre-Islamic Arabia. Before the advent of Islam, the Arabian Peninsula was the region characterized by a diverse mix of cultures, religions, and tribal societies. The period before Islam is often referred to as Jahiliyyah. So that's what y'all was practicing before Islam came. Uh-oh! The man. But what? Let me stop. Let me stop. Stop, man. Let me stop. But let's read this again, man. It's funny. I want y'all to get the full understanding. The period before Islam is often referred to as Jahiliyyah, or the age of ignorance. What? What? A term used in Islamic tradition to describe the state of moral and spiritual ignorance that we have today that exists before the revelation of Islam. So won't you go look that up? So let's get to it. We're going to find out what it is. Jalaha, or Jalaha, or Ya, or Jalahya refers to an era in Arabian history spanning from antiquity until the prophethood of Muhammad. It was characterized by polytheism, tribalism, social inequity, and moral decay, which leads me back to Genesis 1 and 1. And the earth was void. Moral decay. Despite its shortcomings, this period laid the groundwork for Islam's transformative impact on Arabian society. The term Jalahaya is derived from the Arabic verbal root jahala, meaning to be ignorant or stupid, to act stupidly. So We're at the next slide. Islam, one of the world's major monotheistic religions, began in the 7th century in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, with the revelations received by the Prophet Muhammad. Now, if y'all remember when I did a presentation last week on Africa, you would know that it was 4 different types of people: the Celtic, Scottish. Oh man, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But they were the one who came down. So let's go and finish this, and then y'all gonna find out about Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. So let's go and finish this up. With the revelations received by the Prophet Muhammad, the divine message is called for submission to the one God, charity for the poor, and preparation for the last judgment. Muhammad's message attracted followers and unified the tribes of Arabia under Islam. By the time of his death, excuse me, in 632 CE, almost all the tribes in Arabian Peninsula had converted to Islam. Go look up history.com. So now we get to the crooks and nanny of this stuff. Now, the conquest of the Byzantine and Sassanian empires. The Arabian Peninsula, unified with the Muslim state, turned its attention to the neighboring Byzantine and Sassanian empires. Empires. The rapid expansion of Islam in the 7th century CE was one of the most remarkable military and political transformation in history. Conquest of the Levant and Egypt. Y'all heard. Conquest of the Levant and Egypt. Under the leadership of the Caliph, Umar ibn al-Khattab, from 634 to 644 CE, Muslim armies conquered the Levant, where the Mandaeans was, modern-day Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Israel, and Egypt. Territories that had been under Byzantine control. Key battles such as the Battle of Yarmouk in 636 CE resulted in a decisive Muslim victories and the collapse of the Byzantine assistance in the region. Now, we just read about this with the Swahili. We just read, and y'all gonna understand more when we get into this other article that I got, smarthistory.com. But anyway, conquest of Persia. The Sassanian Empire, which ruled over Persia, modern-day Iran, was also targeted by the Muslim armies. The Battle of Qadasha in 636 CE and the subsequent Battle of Nahavand in 642 CE led to the defeat of the Sassanian forces and the eventual incorporation of Persia into the growing Islamic Empire. And it's no different than the churches operate today. Using religion to this is the matrix that they done set for you. When you look at the entertainment / hip hop thing, same realm they gave you. They just took it from TV, which was the old matrix, and just tighten it up with what you call metaverse, which is the internet, what we can get on this social media, and we could be who we wanna be on cloud nine. man, like everybody living up there, but the fall is a long way down. Now, let's get to it. We ain't gonna start at Ephesians. Matter of fact, we're gonna start at Ephesians. Ephesians 3:4. Whereby when ye read, ye may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Christ. Muhammad responded that he could not read, but the angel repeated the command and revealed the first verse of what would become the Quran. Recite in the name of your Lord who created man from changing substance. Recite, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, And when we go, matter of fact, when I read this, we're going to go to Jeremiah 36:6. Go to Jeremiah. You can go to Isaiah. Is various different ones, because when Jeremiah spoke, Baruch wrote with the pen of scribe, and that's what Muhammad did. So let's finish this on up. Who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not. Quran 96, 1 through 5. We're going to get to that in a moment. This event marks the beginning of Muhammad prophethood and the start of Islam as distinct religious movement. So Muhammad cannot read. Somebody had to read to him. Taught by the pen, not by the spirit. Now, it says right here, rest, O prophet, in the name of your Lord who created. So we get down to the next one. Created humans from a slinging dot. Man. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen. And taught humanity what they knew not. Now we're at the next one. Islam is one of the world's major monotheistic religions, with over 1 billion followers known as Muslims. It emerged in the Arabian Peninsula in the 7th century AD and is based on teachings on the Prophet Muhammad, who is considered the last and final messenger of God in a line of prophet that includes figures like Adam, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. But let's go back to the former part, where it says, who is considered the last and final messenger, mean Adam, Abraham, and Moses, and Jesus was here way before Muhammad. Oh, Indians or FBA? This is another one, man. Look, man, we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get up out of this one, man. We're going to get up out of this one. Yeah, I got something for the FBA. They dumb as hell too. Y'all listening to black America. Y'all doing the same thing as the Moors did. No different from these Israelites doing, no different from any other religion doing. These niggas, they call themselves Christians. Wow. You niggas some. Damn. Did I give? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hitting them. I'm hitting them with some shots. More. I might well call myself black and smack me on the ass and call me crazy. Now, let me see. Make sure this on the screen. Okay. There we go, man. But to the east of Arabia was Parthian, the Parthian Empire, succeeded in the 3rd century CE by the Sassanians, the Sassanians, excuse me, the Sassanians, while to the north and northwest was the Byzantine Empire. See, we getting right back into it, and this is a whole different article. Before that, the Roman Empire. In addition to the kingdom of Axum, directly west of the Arabian kingdoms and tribes engaged with these neighboring powers as enemies, subjects, and allies, with impacts on the cultures of all sides. Sometimes, from the Arabian perspective, the impact was negative. Many of impressive rock-cut tombs and temples of Petra were built in the century before the site was annexed by the Romans in 106 CE. And its population and wealth declined after this as trade routes shifted. Similarly, coastal trading settlements like Bahrain and Malaha in northeast Arabia lost their main source of income and were abandoned in the 3rd century CE when the Sassanians gained greater control of the Persian Gulf. It's no different than you see today, but except they making slaves out of y'all. And let me go and finish this out. So there were also benefits to negotiating with the Byzantine and Sassanian forces. In the 6th and early 7th centuries, these two empires fought a series of wars among some pre-Islamic Arabian groups fought on behalf of the larger powers, gaining financial and military support in return. The Ghassanid tribe allied themselves with the Byzantines and the Lakhmids, with the Sassanians. So now we understand it. It's the same thing we do today. When we find ourselves in conditions like these, everybody got to pick a side. You gonna pick more, or you gonna pick Islam? You gonna pick Christian? You gonna pick an Israelite? What you gonna pick? Who you rolling with? But see, the only thing about it back then, they was battling to what? Just to control, which is the same method used today, but we don't see it. You see it when you read history, but living it in real time life while you in the picture and not watching the picture, you start to see it when you're watching it instead of participating. That's what a whole lot of us do on this social media. And we find ourselves trapped in a position. Uh, do I do this? Do I do that? Do I do this? Like, man, I got so much, man, on this stuff, bro. It don't make no sense. But I'm finna let y'all know where y'all can read this whole article. Smart history. Arabia is the last inhabited lands towards the south, and it is the only country which produces frankincense, myrrh, cassia, cinnamon, and landanium. Landanium, excuse me. Now, when we go down, it's the same meaning that I read when it says in the eyes of the ear. And this is where I got some of my stuff from. And this is what was going on. The Eastern Roman Byzantine Empire and the Persian Empire, which is the Sassanid or the Sassanian dynasty. And Eastern Rome was the Byzantine Empire. And like they said, some Israelites fought with the Byzantine, well, the Roman Empire, and some fought with the Persian Empire. So pick your choice, because we all participated in it. All the ancestors did. But niggas are like to go around calling themselves Israelites, bruh. And then this is just a subtle shot right now, dog, just to destroy everything you hold. Excuse my language. You gentlemen are saying. See, they gonna get y'all ass lost up. Because we already saw who joined who when I just got through reading. And a lot of these niggas turned Islam. They were Christians. Let me see if I can find it. And y'all see the pictures. Towns, oases, and trade routes. There you go. Let me move the words out the way, let y'all get a clear picture. Yeah, I'm gonna pause on it. Now, let's read about the kingdom of Kendar. An exception in Central Arabia was Karat al-Far, a capital of the kingdom of Kendar. It was one of the few oases in the desert, excuse me. And so a large proportion of overland travel passed through the city. Its inhabitants, but therefore, had access to imported goods, some from far away as Italy, excuse me. The fragment of a wall painting below is from the palace of Karat al-Far, a fortified building in the middle of the city. It shows guests at a banquet reclining on couches and eating from individual bowls in a Greco-Roman manner, suggesting that this was a habit shared by the Kadite upper class. So let's find out what is the kingdom of Kenda. The kingdom of Kenda covered areas of central and southern Arabia between the 5th century BCE and the 6th century CE. The Kendite rulers were allied to the more powerful Himrite kings. Oh, we know the Himrites are Khazars now. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all, we know the Himrites are Khazars. And let's get into that. Let me make sure let's get into it again. Make sure I got it spelled right. You're right. Let's look that up. Let's look that up. You're right. Let's look it up. Let's see what the you're right means. I know we did it before, man, but let's just entertain it. Let's entertain it. Because some of y'all got bad memories. So I just want to reassure y'all remember. Come on, let's go on here, get it. Come on. Let's find out who the kingdom of Kenda hooked up with. Said it was him your right. Now we won't want to get a full understanding. We don't want to get nothing wrong. Not a damn thing. And the Himyarites were in India. Yeah, they were in India around that time. So let's see. So we got it right here, Himyar. Originally worshipped most of the southern Arabian pantheon, including Wad, Athar, Am, and Almakar. Since the last, since at the least the reign of Makarib Yomin or Yohamin, excuse me, century 375 to 400 CE, Judaism was adopted as a de facto state religion. Uh, y'all remember we brought up the Quabinian kingdom? The Quabinians that was one of the ones from my Africa teaching of the four different races or groups that came down to Saudi Arabia, that came down to Arabia. So we know Judaism is related to who? So let's see, who were the Himyars? See, they took off the Himyarites and got the Himyar. They left out the ITES. So let's see who these people is, man. Let's see who these people is. Because these are the same people. Himyar was a polity in the southern highlands of Yemen, as well as the name of the region which it claimed until 110 BCE. It was integrated into the Quabanian kingdom, afterwards being recognized as independent. Hmm. So we got to find out who these people were, though. But I gave a description already. Let's go to Britannica. Britannica, a better source than Wikipedia, right? So Himyar originally imported the tribe and ancient Sabaean kingdom of Western Arabia. Later, a powerful ruler such as the Southern Arabia from about 115 BCE to 525 CE. Okay. The Himyarites were a consecrated were consecrated in the area known as Darahadan in the coast, aided in the overthrow of the Sabaean kinsmen by the discovery of the sea route to Egypt, from Egypt to India, which deprived the island Sabaean kingdom, the inland, Sabaean kingdom, of its former importance as a center. So now you're reading about how these people was taking over. As soon as this mug stopped moving, the Himyarites classical Homerite inherited the Sabaean language, sometimes extended eastward as far as the Persian Gulf and northward into the Arabian Desert. At the beginning of the North, Christianity and Judaism gained firm footholds in the area at, oh boy, things to look up, man. And out, Khazarian group came down, took over. Look, man, hey, your boy finna be up out of here, man. Let me make sure that y'all can still hear me. Yeah, your boy about to be out, man. Let's see. Yep, still good. Mike, still good. Like, man, we didn't got the gist of everything. I done broke down the meaning of more. We done broke down Islam. We done found out everything we need to know who created it. Because let me see, everything wasn't in the power wars, blacks and Negroes. But I'm gonna go to a couple of things that was missed out on. And one of them that was it's a lot of things that was missed out on. I'm gonna have to refresh this, fellas. Or ladies and gentlemen, okay. Oh, don't jump on me now. Damn. So what I want to go to real quick. Okay, yeah. The word more. Man, I wish I could. Y'all, let me do something. Let me do something real quick. Let me see if I could refresh. Let me tell you. You know what I mean? I want you to see it because at least you'll believe 50% of what you see. Y'all bad. Thought I was talking to somebody else. Let's go here. Let's try to load this again. Yeah, because we're gonna go and finish breaking this down because a couple of the older version popped up rather than the newer version. So it is what it is. And so right now, I'm gonna see if the newer version will pop up. It's gonna relate to Indian more, which is dark skin more. So oh boy, let's see. Let's see what's up. Give me a minute, give me a minute, give me a minute. Doot, doot, doot. Give me a minute, dog. Hope this thing don't cut off as soon as I get this in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Look, man, I think I done put everything out that need to be put out. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? So, Joseph Israel, man, we out this thing, man. I'll see y'all in a bit.